What happens when a mysterious magic duelist, a rookie demon guardian, and a runaway hero candidate cross paths in the world of adventurers? In today's episode, secrets begin to unravel, friendships are tested, and a simple beginner quest turns into the start of a much bigger adventure. From missing pets to ancient ruins and dangerous magic, Yuki and his companions take their first real steps into a journey that might change their fate forever. Let's dive into today's episode. The episode begins with Yuki in his room talking with the guardian Gar. Gar says he wants to start working because he can't keep living there like a freeloader. Also, Till keeps bringing him magic stones whenever she visits, spending a lot of her hard-earned money on him. Yuki agrees and transforms Gar before taking him to the Adventurers Guild so he can register as an adventurer. When they submit the required paper, the receptionist becomes a little nervous because Gar looks suspicious. Yuki reassures her that Gar is his friend, and that although he may look intimidating, he can be trusted. The receptionist then calls Crayman to handle their request. Gar tells him he wants to register as an adventurer, so Crayman prepares the paperwork to issue him an adventurer card. Since Yuki, the Black Lightning magic duelist, and is taking responsibility for him, Crayman has no concerns. He gives Gar his adventurer card and tells them to come back tomorrow so he can find a beginner-level quest for him. After that, they walk around the city and discuss the day's mission. Yuki explains that he refused to accept a quest immediately because Gar needs preparation first. He needs a weapon and shouldn't rely on his black magic. If he uses it, everyone will realize that he is a demon. Since Gar doesn't know anything about the city of Minerva, Yuki decides to spend the day guiding him around. The next morning, they go to the guild to receive their quest. Crayman tells them that someone came looking for Yuki, the Black Lightning magic duelist, and is waiting behind the guild. When Yuki goes outside, he discovers that the person waiting is Cecilia. He becomes extremely nervous and tries to hide behind his title, but Cecilia is certain that he is Yuki. Sophia told her everything and mentioned that the Black Lightning magic duelist had appeared again. She had already heard rumors about him, and the more she heard, the more he seemed to resemble Yuki. Worried that a big commotion might start, Cecilia decided to come find him herself. She also knows that Yuki wears the duelist outfit so Gar won't seem suspicious. She insists on helping them because she would be worried if she left him to handle everything alone. The first quest. They begin with a beginner mission. They visit a family to inform them that the Adventurers Guild has sent them to find their missing pet. However, the townspeople become scared when they see them and quickly run away. Cecilia asks Yuki and Gar to leave the talking to her. She approaches the couple and asks them to describe their cat, its color and size. They explain that the cat is brown, very intelligent, and usually returns home after wandering outside. But this time it has been missing for a whole week. Cecilia draws a picture of the cat based on their description. Yuki suggests they first question the neighbors and the patrol knights before searching the town. Suddenly, he runs off quickly because his sense of smell caught the cat's scent from the owner. Using his instant lightning step, he dashes across the town, searching everywhere. Eventually, he finds the cat. However, the animal refuses to come with him, so he gently puts it to sleep and brings it back. He also brings another injured cat he found and treated, asking the owners to take care of it until it recovers. The mission is completed, and they report back to the guild to receive their reward. Gar's training. Yuki becomes excited and wants to immediately take another quest, but Cecilia refuses. She says nobody can complete missions the way Yuki does, and Gar didn't gain any experience from that. This time, Gar should take the lead while they guide him. Their next quest is gathering herbs along a common adventurer path. Yuki teaches Gar not to take more than necessary, so other adventurers can still find herbs too. Gar collects a fair amount. After that, they take another mission, defeating several goblins. This becomes Gar's first real battle. With encouragement from his friends, Gar defeats the monsters with a single strike. They return to the guild and report their completed quests. Crayman gives them a pouch filled with their reward money. At that moment, Gar remembers Till, who works so hard and spends money on him, despite her weak condition. He decides he will work even harder to repay her kindness. Gar then tells his friends that from now on, he wants to complete quests by himself. He believes he understands how the system works and doesn't want to cause trouble for them anymore. Yuki's Rank A mission. After Gar leaves, Yuki mentions that he wants to take a Rank A mission. Cecilia asks to come with him, but Yuki initially refuses because the mission requires traveling for several days and camping outdoors. However, Cecilia insists. She returns home, changes clothes, and becomes Adventurer Cecilia. In this outfit, no one would recognize her as a member of the hero's party. Yuki finally agrees to let her join him. The Ruins mission. Crayman is very happy that they accepted the mission because it is extremely troublesome. The quest involves investigating ancient ruins. This mission is difficult because it isn't about fighting strong monsters. There are no villages on the road for rest. They must explore the ruins without damaging them. Offensive magic should generally be avoided. Their job is mainly to study the creatures living in the ruins. Camping in the forest. That night, they set up camp in the forest. Yuki confidently declares in his dramatic style that As the Black Lightning magic duelist, he will make camping comfortable. He has already checked that the area is safe and gathered fruits and vegetables for their meal. Cecilia asks him why he doesn't remove his mask since nobody else is around. Yuki insists he cannot reveal his identity until the mission is over. However, he modified the mask so he can still eat while wearing it. Cecilia cooks dinner, and Yuki is amazed by how delicious it is. After eating, he quickly puts his mask back on and tells her they should sleep early since they must wake up at dawn. Cecilia jokingly replies that she actually completed more missions than he did today. After all, she is one of the chosen heroes destined to defeat the Demon King. That night, Cecilia remembers a moment in the royal palace when the king tried to force her into an arranged marriage with a powerful noble's heir. She refused, saying she still lacked experience and had no intention of marrying anyone. But the king reminded her that the boy she once liked had already abandoned her. The memory leaves her feeling deeply sad. Inside the ruins, the next day, they enter the ruins. Cecilia suggests she should take the front line since Yuki's magic might accidentally destroy the ruins. However, Yuki refuses. He says he can sense monsters nearby. Soon, he detects 13 creatures ahead, bats and small rats. Cecilia panics because she cannot restrain them all at once. They try to avoid fighting, but Yuki casts a mid-level dark spell that distracts the creatures. The monsters become mesmerized by illusions showing them what they love most. While the monsters are distracted, Yuki and Cecilia quietly slip past them. Mission complete. Eventually, they reach a beautiful underground natural area filled with strange mushrooms. Although Yuki hoped to find ancient treasures, magical swords, or a sleeping dragon, the ruins turn out to be mostly natural formations. Still, the investigation is complete. They return to the guild and submit their report. The staff member is thrilled because the written report is extremely valuable. This was exactly why no one else had been assigned the mission before. They receive a large reward. The ending. Later, when they return to their room, they find a small girl waiting there. She asks about Gar because she has been searching for him for 4 days. Suddenly, Gar appears and explains that he rented a nearby room and has become an adventurer so he can earn his own living. He tells her she doesn't need to burden herself by buying magic stones for him anymore. The girl becomes emotional and says serving him was the greatest happiness in her life. Meanwhile, Yuki finally removes his mask, relieved that the embarrassing Black Lightning magic duelist act is over. Cecilia reassures him that even though his magic often causes trouble and attracts attention, it was thanks to his power that they completed the mission safely. Yuki becomes excited again and declares that he hasn't even shown his full power yet. And that's how today's episode ends. If you enjoyed the story and want to see what happens next in Yuki's adventures, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you